This episode is for all kids and every kid at heart. Let's embark on a trip to the jungle using rhythms, dance mudras, and of course, our vivid imagination and a healthy dose of creative liberty. Imagine that you're on a jungle safari and you enter the dense forest area. Lots of trees and plants and bushes. Let's start with a 4-beat cycle. Ta, deen, ta, taka, deen, ta, ta, deen, ta, taka, deen. Many of these trees have creepers growing around them. Maybe a 3-beat cycle will capture the spiral, winding nature of these creepers. Ta, deen, taka, deen, ta, ta, deen, ta, deen, taka, deen, ta, ta. With all the greenery around, there are many varieties of flowers as well. Flowers are bright and colorful and pop out from the dense greenery. Let's try and capture that with a fast 4-beat cycle. Ta, deen, ta, ta, deen, ta, 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 deen, ta, ta, deen, ta, 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 deen, ta, 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 deen, ta, 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 deen, ta, 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 deen. Where there are flowers, there are bees. When it comes to bees, they are always in a hurry, fluttering around from flower to flower. How about a fast 5-beat cycle with corresponding syllables to match the fluttering action? Since we are at creative liberty, let's imagine that there are peacocks in the area. How about a 7-beat cycle that reflects the peacock's dance movements? Kukunda rita rita takunda rita ta takunda rita tatari kukunda rita tei kukunda rita takunda. Moving farther into the jungle, we spot a herd of deer sprinting across. Maybe they've sensed some kind of danger nearby. How about a sprightly 3-beat cycle to capture their sprinting, hurried movements? Jum, the jum, the jum, the jum. Jum, the rikita, taka, the rikita, takita, 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 jum, the jum, the jum, the jum. But of course, where there's deer, there is a predator. Maybe a tiger, maybe a leopard, maybe a group of lions. When it chases its prey, there's power, there's speed, there's intensity. Let's try capturing that with a 5-beat cycle with some intense sounding syllables to capture that energy. But first, the stealthy search, then the chase. Dheem, tatta dheem. Dheem takita, dheem takita, dheem takita, krdagadaridom, dheem takita, dheem takita, dheem takita, krdagadaridom, dheem. We now venture into the zone of elephants. Elephants are powerful, majestic, and yet have a relaxed vibe about them. Gaja in Sanskrit means elephant. Let's use the 2 syllables, ga, ja, and apply them to a 7-beat cycle to capture the body language of an elephant. Jaketta junu takka ji kujanna takka jaketta jum takka jum ta jum jaketta jum jum ta jum. Let's meet the monkeys now. It's always a fun, playful vibe with monkeys. They're either swinging on their tails or leaping from one tree to another. They're always up to something. Let's try a sprightly 3-beat cycle with some interesting syllables to reflect their restlessness and playfulness. Tadiku didiku tregida kukuta dingo takita dingo dam. Tadiku didiku tregida kukuta dingo takita dingo dam. Dikuta kukuta tregida tregida dam. What's a jungle without snakes? Their slithery movements, sometimes slow, sometimes fast, their unpredictable twists, turns, and sometimes stillness warrants a 9-beat cycle. Tam, 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 ta, dheem, 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 ta, tom, 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 ta, nam, nam, nam. And as we travel further across the terrain, we see some changes in the landscape. Maybe the area is more rocky and has some cliffs and a nice big waterfall. The waterfall has a certain rhythm. It falls, 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 and then lands. How about a 4-beat cycle to capture that? Dhalamku, 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 tak, tak, dhalamku, 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 do. And since the water lands on rocky terrain, there are rapids, big and small. And farther downstream, the water takes a winding path, maybe a 3-beat cycle. And maybe at some point, the winding stream is joined by a few other streams and they form a large water body, harboring lots of water life like fishes, river turtles. And of course, the mighty river crocodile, which is again unpredictable in its movements. A 9-beat cycle. Gum, tadarna gum, tadarna gum, tadarna gum, ta gum, gum, tadarna gum, ta gum, gum. And as we approach the end of our tour, it's almost sunset. The birds are all flying off in flocks, done for the day, back to their nests. Maybe a quick 4-beat cycle to capture all the wing flapping and the takeoff. And that concludes our jungle safari. Hope you enjoyed this fun trip through the jungle. The next time you find yourself in the lap of nature, maybe on a hike, maybe in a park, maybe on a trail, or maybe in your own backyard, do pay attention to which life speaks to you in which rhythm.